Cod is a fish species with high economic value, favored in international markets due to its delicious flavor and rich nutritional content. Cod fishing requires a combination of modern technology and years of practical experience from fishermen. Cod mainly inhabit cold waters such as the North Atlantic and North Pacific Oceans, particularly around the coasts of Norway, Canada, Iceland, and Russia. The cod fishing season typically occurs in winter and early spring, when the fish migrate to shallower waters to spawn. Fishermen use various methods to catch cod, with the most common being trawling and long-line fishing. Trawling involves using large nets dragged along the seafloor, capable of catching large quantities of cod, but it can negatively impact the seafloor ecosystem. On the other hand, long-line fishing is a traditional and more environmentally friendly method. Although it yields a smaller catch, it causes less harm to the fish and ensures better quality. During fishing operations, modern fishing vessels are equipped with GPS navigation, radar, and sonar systems to accurately locate fish schools. Once caught, cod are immediately processed on board the vessel, including sorting, gutting, cleaning, and chilling to maintain freshness. Some vessels are even equipped with rapid freezing systems to preserve the fish in optimal condition before reaching port. In addition, many countries now implement strict management measures, such as catch quotas and minimum size requirements, to protect cod resources from overfishing. Thanks to these efforts, cod fishing not only remains economically viable, but also promotes sustainable development and marine environmental protection. Climate and oceanic conditions also play a significant role in cod fishing. In winter, large waves, strong winds, and ice make the work of fishermen more dangerous and difficult than ever. They must operate under extreme cold conditions, facing risks such as maritime accidents, disorientation, or equipment failure. Therefore, equipping vessels with safety gear such as life jackets, communication devices, rescue systems, and emergency response training is absolutely essential. Moreover, the transportation of cod from the vessel to shore must be carefully and quickly organized to ensure product quality. Once ashore, the fish are either kept refrigerated or processed in factories for export or domestic distribution. Cod products such as fillets, salted cod, frozen cod, or dried cod are highly popular in international markets, especially in Europe, the United States, and Japan, due to their high economic value and strong consumer demand. Cod is not only a vital source of income for fishermen, but also contributes significantly to the maritime economy of many nations. However, in the context of increasing climate change and marine pollution, maintaining a sustainable cod fishing industry has become a major challenge. International organizations, local authorities, and fishing communities are striving to adopt eco-friendly fishing methods, control catch volumes, and restore natural fish populations to ensure this valuable species does not become depleted in the future. Additionally, research and the application of modern technology in cod fishing are receiving growing attention. Marine research institutes and the fishing industry are working together to conduct regular surveys to understand cod resources, habitats, migration patterns, and reproductive status, thereby providing scientific recommendations to adjust fishing activities. Some regions are even investing in smart fishing technologies, such as sensors and automated monitoring systems, to improve efficiency and limit overfishing. In addition to technological solutions, raising public awareness, especially among fishermen, about the importance of protecting marine resources also plays a vital role in cod conservation strategies. Training programs and workshops on sustainable fishing, the use of eco-friendly gear, as well as support policies for transitioning fishermen away from traditional practices, are being implemented and encouraged. In the future, farming cod in controlled environments or marine aquaculture could become a new direction, helping to reduce pressure on wild cod populations while ensuring a stable supply for the market. Despite facing many difficulties and challenges, close cooperation between science, local authorities, and fishermen is the key to ensuring cod fishing is carried out efficiently, safely, and sustainably. contributing to the protection of this valuable marine resource for future generations. Cod is not only significant in the stages of harvesting and preservation, but also plays a crucial role in the global marine economic value chain, from processing and export to promoting tourism and culinary culture. In Nordic countries like Norway and Iceland, cod is not only a food source, but also a cultural symbol tied to the lives of coastal communities. Every year, cod festivals are held to honor this fish, attracting thousands of tourists who experience traditional fishing, visit fish processing markets, or enjoy specialty dishes made from cod. These activities not only generate revenue from tourism, but also enhance the national image associated with the sea. On the other hand, cod is a vital raw material in the seafood processing industry. Cod products include not only fresh or frozen fillets, but also items such as fish balls, cod pâté, cod liver oil, and omega-3 rich supplements, all of which offer high added value. Through standardized production processes that meet strict food safety requirements, many countries have turned cod into a key export commodity, significantly contributing to national GDP. However, to maintain long-term benefits, the cod fishing and processing industry must continually innovate and adapt to changes in the market, environment, and technology. Compliance with international regulations on legal fishing, traceability, and minimizing emissions during processing are all critical factors in the journey towards sustainable development. In this way, cod is not just a gift from the ocean, but a testament to the harmonious relationship between humans and nature in the exploitation, use, and conservation of resources. Beyond its economic and cultural value, cod also holds great significance in terms of nutrition and public health. Cod is high in protein, low in fat, and rich in vitamins D, B12, and especially omega-3, a fatty acid beneficial for heart and brain health. Cod has become a top choice on menus in households and upscale restaurants around the world. Regular consumption of cod also helps prevent conditions such as high blood pressure, strokes, osteoporosis, and cognitive decline in the elderly. Therefore, market demand for cod remains high, not only in developed countries, but also in emerging markets pursuing healthier diets. This places a demand on the cod harvesting and supply industry to ensure product quality, from fishing, preservation, and processing to distribution. Applying certifications such as MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, for sustainable fishing, or HACCP, Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points, for food safety are essential standards to build consumer trust and elevate the reputation of cod products in the global market amid climate change and globalization. The story of cod is not just the story of an industry or a sea region, it is a global issue concerning marine resource conservation and the development of a green, sustainable ocean economy. All the value that cod brings has transcended the role of an ordinary seafood product, becoming a symbol of balance between exploitation and protection, between economic benefits and responsibility to the natural environment. Looking ahead, the sustainable development of cod fishing cannot be separated from efforts to protect the global marine ecosystem and minimize the negative impact of human activities. Climate change is altering ocean currents, sea temperatures, and the habitats of many fish species, including cod. These changes affect the timing and location of spawning, disrupt natural migration patterns, and make it more difficult to predict and manage fish resources. Therefore, the fisheries industry must continue investing in ocean climate monitoring and forecasting technologies, while also integrating biological data to develop flexible fishing strategies that can adapt to natural changes. At the same time, international cooperation plays a crucial role in managing cod resources, as this species migrates across multiple marine territories and is not limited by national boundaries. Countries must reach mutual agreements on fishing quotas, fishing zones, and the sharing of research data to ensure fairness and efficiency, avoiding conflicts and overexploitation. In addition, the role of consumers in the cod conservation chain should not be underestimated. By prioritizing sustainably sourced, legal, and environmentally friendly fish products, consumers create positive pressure on businesses and producers, pushing them to adopt more responsible business practices. Throughout this process, communication and community education about the importance of cod and marine resources need to be enhanced to raise awareness and promote responsible consumption habits. Only when all stages, from fishing to consumption, work toward a common goal, can we truly protect and preserve this valuable resource for the long-term future. In summary, the journey to conquer the ocean through cod fishing is a symbol of the combination of labor, knowledge, and responsibility. Cod is not only a high-value economic fish, but also a symbol of sustainability, pride, and hope, proving that humans can live in harmony with nature if we know how to respect, protect, and appreciate what the ocean offers. Cod deserves to be considered an integral part of modern marine economic development strategies, from creating jobs for millions of fishermen and processing workers, to boosting international trade and enriching global culinary culture. Cod has transcended the identity of an ordinary seafood item to become a bridge between humanity and the ocean. What's important is that all cod-related activities, from harvesting, conservation, and research to consumption, must be conducted with a scientific, transparent, and long-term perspective. In a world increasingly moving toward green economies, circular economies, and sustainable development, the cod fishing industry, especially cod, cannot remain outside this trend. Maximizing the use of every part of the cod, such as the head, bones, and skin, to create byproducts or recycle into fertilizer and animal feed, helps reduce resource waste and optimize economic value. At the same time, seafood processing plants and logistics systems are gradually transitioning to renewable energy, reducing carbon emissions, and improving wastewater treatment to minimize environmental impact. These efforts, though small, lay a solid foundation for building a cod fishing industry that is both efficient and environmentally friendly. In summary, cod is not just a delicious dish on the table, but also a symbol of the deep connection between humans and the ocean. Each cod caught from the depths of the sea carries the sweat, knowledge, and hopes of a community, people who work tirelessly every day for their livelihoods and cherish the precious gifts that nature provides. The sustainable protection and development of the cod fishing industry is not only the responsibility of the fisheries sector, but of society as a whole and every individual who benefits from the ocean's generosity. Therefore, in today's context, educating the younger generation about the importance of protecting marine resources, especially valuable species like cod, is essential. Schools, social organizations, and mass media need to collaborate in integrating knowledge about the marine environment, fisheries, and sustainable development into educational programs and hands-on activities. When young people realize that cod is not just a food source, but a symbol of a profession within a complex and vulnerable marine ecosystem, they will become more conscious in their consumption, environmental protection, and conservation of natural resources for future generations. Moreover, encouraging young people to apply creativity, science, and technology to address issues related to the fishing, preservation, and consumption of cod is a promising direction. The use of artificial intelligence, big data, blockchain technology for seafood traceability, or circular aquaculture models in artificial marine environments is gradually becoming a reality, promising new breakthroughs for the global fisheries industry. Ultimately, whether viewed from a biological, economic, social, or cultural perspective, cod holds a special place in people's hearts, not only for its material value, but also for its profound spiritual meaning as a symbol of the bond between humanity and the ocean. The journey to conquer cod represents determination, the human aspiration to master nature, and at the same time, serves as a gentle reminder that true sustainability only exists when humans learn to live in harmony with nature. Cod, a seemingly ordinary fish from the frigid seas, is telling us a bigger story about responsibility, knowledge, and the future of our blue planet. Through the story of cod, we can draw a profound lesson. No matter how valuable a resource may be, if it is exploited without control and responsibility, it cannot last forever. The history of the fisheries industry has seen many collapses due to overexploitation, such as the cod stock collapse off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada, in the 1990s. That disaster not only resulted in the loss of a traditional fishery resource, but also triggered an economic, social, and psychological crisis for tens of thousands of people who depended on the sea. Since then, the world has gradually shifted its mindset, from maximum exploitation to limited harvesting, from short-term profit to long-term value. Thanks to this change, cod has not only recovered in some areas, but has also become a model for effective fishery conservation and management. Furthermore, in the face of the climate crisis and global biodiversity loss, protecting cod has become a symbol of humanity's commitment to restoring and preserving what is being lost. Every policy implemented, every technology adopted, and every awareness campaign launched is a part of a global network of actions that ensure we not only take from the ocean, but also give back to it.